Imagine a life where your mind is like the deep ocean, still and steady, no matter how much the waves crash on the surface. This is how the wise approach life, unaffected by praise or blame. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded by distractions and external noise. We overshare, take on other people's emotions, hold on to resentment, and wear ourselves out trying to please everyone while seeking validation from sources that never bring true fulfillment. But the Buddha teaches us that inner peace is cultivated from within. It's not about the approval of others or reacting to the chaos around us. True peace is found through wisdom, self-restraint, and understanding what really matters. Today, we're going to share 6 powerful lessons that you can practice in your life to protect your energy and live a happy, peaceful life. 1. Understand what drains your energy. In Buddhist teachings, there is a deep understanding that to find peace, we must first protect our mind and mental health. In today's world, many things can drain our mental energy, and we might not even realize it. To protect our mental health, it is crucial to first understand what takes away our energy and what fills us with positivity. Take a moment to step back and reflect. Think about the people you interact with. Who leaves you feeling uplifted and who drains you? Notice if you are spending too much time with people who demand more from you than you can give, leaving you feeling exhausted. Protect your mental health by setting boundaries and creating space for those who support and nurture your well-being. Next, reflect on the situations you face. Do you feel energized in high-pressure environments, or do you find peace in calm and stable settings? The Buddha often emphasized balance, neither indulging in chaos nor isolating ourselves from the world. Identify what type of environment helps you stay grounded. If stress wears you down, try to create moments of calm during your day, whether it's through a short walk, meditation, or quiet time with yourself. Lastly, think about the tasks you do. Are you more creative, analytical, collaborative, or independent in your work? The Buddha taught us that when we do work that aligns with our true nature, we feel more fulfilled. If you're doing something that drains your spirit, consider if there's a way to shift toward tasks that inspire and energize you. Protecting your mental health is an ongoing process of understanding yourself, your needs, and your boundaries. By learning what energizes and drains you, you can create a life filled with peace, balance, and joy. Remember, the Buddha's wisdom is a gentle reminder that when we care for our mind, we care for our happiness. 2. Learn to say no. The Buddha once said, "The root of suffering is attachment." This reminder speaks to our tendency to overcommit ourselves, often driven by a fear of disappointing others or by a sense of obligation. In today's world, we are often told that saying yes makes us kind, generous, and helpful. However, the Buddha cautioned against excessive attachment to obligation. He emphasized the middle path, a balanced way of living that avoids extremes, neither overindulging in comforts nor constantly sacrificing our well-being for the sake of others. Saying yes to everything might seem like a noble gesture, but it can actually be draining. Think about it. When we say yes to too many things, we stretch ourselves too thin. Eventually, we become exhausted, and when we are drained, we no longer have the energy to care for ourselves or offer anything meaningful to others. For example, imagine a person who agrees to help a friend move, attend a work event, and take care of a family member, all in the same weekend. While they may have had the best intentions, by the time Monday comes around, they feel completely wiped out, with little energy left to focus on their own needs or goals. Before you agree to another request or responsibility, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, am I saying yes because I fear disappointing someone? Will this decision nourish me, or will it leave me feeling depleted? If you're always putting others' needs before your own, you may end up neglecting your own well-being. What would happen if, instead, you honored your own needs and set boundaries? Learning to say no is crucial. It's not about being rude. It's about protecting your time, energy, and mental health. Saying no with kindness but without guilt is an act of self-respect. Your well-being is sacred, and by protecting it, you create space to focus on what truly matters in your life. When you honor your own needs, you'll be able to give more fully and sustainably to the people and causes that are truly important. 3. Don't allow others' negativity to drain your spirit. The world we live in is full of suffering, and it's only natural to feel a sense of empathy when we see others in pain. Whether it's a friend dealing with a loss or a family member going through a tough time, we want to help. However, it's important to recognize that while empathy is a gift, there is a key difference between feeling compassion for someone and absorbing their struggles as our own. Many of us make the mistake of taking on the emotional burdens of others, such as their anger, sadness, or frustrations, as if they are our own. This can leave us overwhelmed and depleted, ultimately preventing us from being helpful. In his teachings, the Buddha spoke about the importance of detachment. Not detachment in a way that makes us cold or indifferent, but in a way that allows us to support others without losing ourselves in the process. Detachment, in this sense, is about maintaining our inner peace and not letting the emotional weight of others drown us. Just as a lotus flower grows above murky waters, untouched by the dirt around it, we too must learn to remain grounded and unaffected by the negativity of others. We can be present, compassionate, and helpful, but we must ensure that their struggles don't consume us entirely. For example, consider a situation where a friend confides in you about a difficult breakup. They are overwhelmed with emotion, crying, and expressing their hurt. It's natural to feel for them and want to comfort them, but if you start absorbing their sadness, you might find yourself feeling just as devastated as they are. Instead of carrying their pain, take a moment to step back. Ask yourself, is this my burden to carry, or am I simply witnessing their pain? This reflection helps you avoid internalizing their suffering and losing your sense of self in the process. It's also helpful to ask, can I offer comfort without taking on their emotions? The Buddha's teachings guide us to offer kindness, understanding, and support while still maintaining our own well-being. To do this effectively, visualize yourself surrounded by a shield of light, a barrier that allows you to be present for others without taking on their emotional weight. By creating this boundary, you can offer compassion without losing your own inner peace. True compassion is not about sacrificing your mental and emotional balance in order to help others. It's about offering kindness and support while encouraging others to find their own peace. Just as a guide leads someone to a safe place, true compassion gently helps others without losing our own sense of serenity. In practicing this, we can help others navigate their struggles while staying grounded and at peace within ourselves. 4. Don't share your personal information. The Buddha taught that words have power, and we should be cautious in what we share. Just as a clear pond reflects the true image without distortion, our speech should reflect clarity, wisdom, and kindness. When we share too much about our personal lives, our struggles, dreams, and intentions, we often invite the energy of others into our lives, and not always in a way that serves our highest good. The more we reveal about ourselves, the more vulnerable we become to judgment, criticism, or even manipulation. Many people may not understand our intentions, and some may use our words against us. This is why the Buddha emphasized the practice of right speech, which involves speaking thoughtfully only when necessary and with the intention to bring benefit. In every conversation, we should ask ourselves, is this information truly necessary for others to know? Will it bring peace and understanding, or will it lead to conflict or harm? For example, imagine sharing your personal goals and struggles with a colleague who has not yet proven to be trustworthy. They may not have your best interests at heart and may use what you've shared against you, either through gossip or criticism. By keeping your personal information to yourself, you avoid the potential for negative energy to enter your life. Instead, share your thoughts and dreams only with those who have shown genuine care, respect, and understanding. Buddhist teachings also tell us that silence holds power. A person who speaks less but listens more possesses a strength that is rooted in wisdom. By holding back unnecessary information, we conserve our energy and protect our mental health. Sharing personal details too freely can drain us, leaving us feeling exposed and vulnerable. When we speak with restraint and mindfulness, we remain centered and in control of our emotional energy. In addition, by speaking less, we create space for others to express themselves, and we become more attuned to their needs and feelings. This not only strengthens our relationships, but also fosters greater empathy and understanding. In this way, we protect our energy by letting our actions, rather than our words, reflect our true intentions. To truly protect your mental health, keep your personal life sacred. Share with those who have earned your trust, and maintain boundaries that allow you to feel safe and supported. By practicing mindful speech, you honor your own energy and preserve your peace of mind. 5. Connect with nature. In the teachings of the Buddha, there is a profound connection between spiritual well-being and the natural world. As the Buddha said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. This insight encourages us to align our lives with the rhythms and cycles of nature. When we live in harmony with the world around us, we gain a deep awareness of the interconnectedness of all life, leading to greater peace and understanding. By embracing this connection, we can protect our mental health, conserve our energy, and foster a more balanced life. Living according to nature means recognizing the natural cycles that govern existence, growth, decay, and renewal. The changing seasons, for example, reflect the impermanent nature of life. In spring, new life is born. In summer, it flourishes. In autumn, it prepares to rest. And in winter, it rejuvenates. These cycles teach us that change is a natural and necessary part of life. By understanding and accepting this, we can reduce anxiety about the future and find peace in the present moment. Just as trees shed their leaves in autumn without resistance, we too can learn to let go of what no longer serves us. The Buddha's teachings also emphasize the importance of mindfulness, which is closely tied to the natural rhythms of the earth. Rising with the sun and resting with the moon helps to align our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being with the natural flow of energy. By following these rhythms, we create a sense of balance in our lives, reducing the stress and fatigue that often result from modern distractions. A peaceful mind, cultivated through mindfulness and alignment with nature, is less likely to be overwhelmed by the pressures of daily life. This connection to nature also encourages healthier habits. Spending time outdoors, eating wholesome foods, and practicing mindfulness all support our physical and mental health. Just as nature provides us with nourishment, we must also care for ourselves in ways that honor our well-being. For example, walking barefoot on the earth or meditating in a natural setting can replenish our energy, promoting a sense of calm and rejuvenation. Furthermore, living according to nature's rhythms fosters a sense of responsibility for the environment. When we recognize the delicate balance of the world around us, we develop compassion and a deep sense of stewardship for the planet. This awareness leads to actions that benefit all living beings, from reducing waste to preserving natural habitats. Protecting nature is also a form of self-care, as it ensures that we have a healthy, vibrant world to live in. In embracing the simplicity and wisdom of nature, we begin to see that many of our modern worries are unnecessary. By letting go of excessive complexities, we can create a life that is more peaceful and fulfilling. As we align with the natural world, we find strength in its simplicity, allowing us to conserve our energy and protect our mental health. This harmonious way of living encourages resilience, helping us stay grounded in the face of challenges and fostering a deeper connection to both ourselves and the world around us. 6. Adopt the gray rock technique. In Buddhist teachings, there is a strong emphasis on mindfulness and protecting one's mental and emotional energy. A useful approach to managing interactions with manipulative or attention-seeking individuals is to adopt the gray rock method. This strategy helps to preserve our peace and energy, much like the Buddha's teachings encourage us to remain detached from external distractions in order to maintain inner harmony. The gray rock method is simple yet effective. It involves making yourself as dull, uninteresting, and emotionally neutral as possible when interacting with a person who seeks to provoke or manipulate you. Just as a gray rock blends into the background, you remain unresponsive and avoid giving any emotional reaction that could feed their need for attention. In this way, you stop giving away your mental energy and maintain a sense of calm. For example, imagine a colleague who constantly engages in gossip or dramatic conversations at work. Instead of getting caught up in their emotional turmoil or offering an opinion, you could respond with short, neutral answers like, "I see," or "Oh, really?" without showing excitement or emotion. This response prevents the person from getting the emotional reaction they want, and over time, they may lose interest in you as a target for manipulation. In Buddhism, the concept of non-attachment teaches us to refrain from becoming overly invested in the actions or emotions of others. Just as we practice detachment from material possessions or desires, we can apply the same principle to emotional energy. By using the gray rock method, you practice non-attachment to the reactions of others, protecting your peace and preserving your emotional well-being. Another key teaching of the Buddha is that we are responsible for our own thoughts and feelings. When we allow others to provoke us or manipulate us into reacting emotionally, we are giving away our power. The gray rock method empowers us to maintain control over our own emotional state, making it less likely for negative individuals to drain our energy. When we consistently implement this method, we strengthen our ability to protect our mental health. We no longer feel the need to defend ourselves or engage in unnecessary drama. As a result, we become less affected by others' negativity and more focused on nurturing our own well-being. This helps to cultivate a peaceful and resilient mind, just as the Buddha taught us to remain grounded in the face of life's challenges. By practicing the gray rock method, we follow the path of mindfulness and wisdom, protecting our energy and maintaining a calm and centered mind, unaffected by the disturbances of others. We've just shared some profound teachings and practices that can help you protect your mental and emotional energy, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Remember, the wisdom of the Buddha teaches us to be mindful of what drains us, to set boundaries, and to stay grounded amidst life's distractions. From learning to say no to avoiding negative energy, each step you take towards caring for your mind helps create a sanctuary of peace within. As you go about your day, reflect on the energy you're inviting into your life. Is it uplifting and nourishing, or is it depleting and draining? Prioritize your well-being by aligning with practices that support your inner peace. Don't forget, the journey to peace is not about perfection, but progress. Small steps, like connecting with nature or adopting the grey rock technique, can create big changes in your mental health. If you found value in today's video, make sure to subscribe for more insightful content. Feel free to share this message with someone who might benefit from these teachings, and leave a comment below letting us know how you're protecting your energy. Take care of yourself, keep nurturing your inner peace, and remember, peace begins from within. Until next time, stay mindful, stay balanced, and live with purpose.